Hello everybody, my name is Tomahawk Wall Street, aka Dark Eco Mode, and today I'm accompanied by Voodoo.
Dark what?
Dark Eco Mode.
What does that
You don't go Dark Eco Mode?
No.
You're missing out, brother.
Oh man, I guess I am.
It's 2025.
I don't know what mewing is.
It's 2025. Everybody goes Dark Eco Mode.
Eco Mode. Okay.
And today I'm
old, by the way, in case nobody noticed. I'm old.
So we've got Voodoo here, and he's going to accompany me as I retell the entire story of Jak and Daxter, the Precursor's legacy by memory.
Right?
The first
by
game.
memory. Okay.
Yeah, by memory.
Okay.
I have no tools of the trade to aid me in this. I'm just going to spitball.
He has a Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, that's the only performance enhancer I have.
Isn't that the tools of the trade? For a streamer,
of course, it's white
YouTuber,
white ultra as well.
Boomer juice. I know that meme.
Okay, so we start as all good stories do
at the beginning
with an act of disobedience.
Okay. So he's got the narration so far. That is how the game starts.
We start with Jak, the titular Jak, and Daxter, the titular Daxter.
Correct.
On a boat.
Right.
They're
searching for the Precursor legacy.
Daxter is a yellow boy with buck teeth.
Boy.
Yes, he's a yellow boy.
It's true. He's
a
yellower on pigmentation. Jak is tan.
Jak just looks like a regular dude with elf ears.
Like he's a
teen boys
child
on a boat in the middle of nowhere, going to where they're not supposed to go, Misty Island. So they go to Misty Island and they see individuals who we don't know but are totally Gol and Maya,
who are evil.
They're siblings.
Like I
didn't know they were siblings until recently.
The first time I played the game, I looked at it and was like, Dad, are these the bad guys?
Immediately, they're the bad guys.
Like they appear out of a cloud of purple darkness.
Yeah.
And they're like, find more Precursor artifacts. And I'm like,
exactly.
Okay.
So Gol,
he's evil. She's evil.
Gol and Maya have
plans. They have plans.
They're doing a Hitlerian speech to the Lurkers. The Lurkers are the bad guys, they're the monsters.
They are minions.
We learn later on that they're just being manipulated by Gol and Maya.
That's in the second game.
They are sentient.
They are.
So every time you kill them and you absorb their green eco life force, you're technically absorbing their life. You murdered them.
Listen, I'm just following orders. Right?
No. Tell that to the Hague. So Jak and Daxter make a little bit of noise. The whole stereotypical pebble falls down and a lurker turns around. A lurker with a big stick.
It's the one that takes 2 hits to kill.
It's the guy with a big moan that smacks people.
Yep.
Right. So then they are just perusing around the Precursor artifact, and then Daxter has one, and he's mocking Samos.
Same as the green sage.
He's like,
where did they go?
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Why did they leave all this useless crap behind?
And then throws it back, and then Jak catches it, and it turns on.
Yeah, because
as any of us would be when we're caught in the arms of Jak. Again, he's a teen boy.
Good Lord.
No Diddy. Anyway,
I'm gonna take a sip of my non-sponsored drink.
So the lurker shows up and he threatens to smack them both, and then Jak throws the container of whatever.
It's a container of dark eco.
And it explodes, knocking Daxter back into a ginormous pool of dark eco.
Yes.
And he sinks, but then he gets spit back out.
Turned into an otzel.
He turned into a ferret. He's a little ferret boy with goggles.
Listen,
he's got goggles now. He had goggles before, and now they shrunk to his size, as Dark Eco is wont to do.
Yeah.
So now they go back, and Daxter wants to be changed back to normal, and they go back to Sandover Village.
Yes.
Specifically, the Green Sage's hut.
Yes. He's
an old man with weird feet.
He's a cranky old man.
He's got weird feet. And
he is short.
A bird flies around him and has made a nest on his head.
On the log on his head.
Yeah, on the log. He has a log on his head.
He used to have an afro.
Yeah, so spoilers.
True.
Spoilers for the future.
We'll cut this part out.
So Samos is like, Oh, this one's been taking a bath of dark eco. You need to go.
Daxter, took a much-needed bath, but in a bath full of dark eco.
Exactly. So they need to go meet Gol and Maya, not the bad guys.
Gol Acheron.
Acheron.
Samus even goes like, but he lives north, far to the north.
Yeah, it's
I would
studying.
teleport you there, but
None of the sages' teleports have been on for many years.
Really?
Ooh.
And no, he just doesn't question it.
And nobody cares.
Because being a sage means you're antisocial.
Exactly. Except he got someone pregnant and has a daughter.
It's adoptive.
He got someone pregnant. It's his daughter.
Fine.
Kira Knightley shows up.
I knew you were going to make that
Kira
joke.
Knightley shows up and she's hot. Teen girl.
Okay.
And she shows up and Jack is
like,
just
hey,
immediately in love with her.
Listen, they've known each other for years.
And the love will last 4 games.
This is true.
And Jack will not fall in love with some other character. And
Spoilers.
Kira will not get sidelined immediately. And her voice actress get cut for whatever reason, I think.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna happen.
No, it's not.
It's a love that'll last for the ages.
Yeah, it's like it's the classical teen romance.
Don't they get back together in Jak X?
Yeah.
And then in the other
they also
one,
get during the final quote unquote final game.
as
Where Echo is running out of the world.
The Frontiers, the one nobody talks about because it's not canon.
Yeah, the Lost Frontier.
So Kira shows up and she tells them she's got a Zoomer bike.
Yes.
She's working on an actual hover bike in an island that people's greatest amount of technology is.
It's not an island.
It's
a
village.
Peninsula. It's a peninsula pug.
No, the green sage lives on an island connected by a bridge.
It's connected by a bridge, but it's so
the
close.
The greatest amount of technology they've got is a man sculpting, and that's it. It's like the greatest technology they have is mirrors.
Excuse you. The greatest technology they have is the fisherman's boat, which they have been using to get to and from Misty Island.
Oh yeah, that's right. They stole the fisherman's boat.
Yes, they did.
So
and Kira needs super cells.
No, she needs power cells. Precursor power cells. And she sent out scout flies.
Yes.
And the 7th one always has a precursor cell.
Well, of course.
We don't know why or in what order. It's always the 7th one.
It's always the 7th one.
In specific regions too.
Yes.
So it's never 7 in a row. It's just always the 7th one of that specific region.
Yep.
You need to find them, get the power cells. Yep. You need to do deeds and quests for the villagers to get more power cells.
Yes.
And you can trade in precursor orbs.
Yep.
They're eggs. They're
egg-shaped.
Precursor orbs in exchange for power cells. My question to you, Voodoo, is why?
Why what?
Why does everybody want precursor orbs and they're all willing to trade power cells for them?
Well, it's kind of like if you have a source of energy but no way of using it, and somebody trades you money for that source of energy.
But what do the precursor orbs do?
They are currency.
But in the future, they're like super rare and have like they unlock extras.
Spoilers.
Like big head mode.
Big spoilers.
Big head mode.
That's the 2nd and 3rd game spoilers.
Yeah,
we're still in the
but this game's old. This game's old, and Naughty Dog is never gonna make a remake. So shut up.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Next, we've got.
Anyway, that's my answer.
So they do quests.
Because it's money.
You punch some cows. You go do the tutorial.
Actually, you can just stand behind.
You go to Geyser Rock.
Okay, you're jumping around.
No, Geyser Rock is the tutorial.
At the very beginning.
It's the tutorial.
Yes, and you're jumping. The cows afterwards.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's in Sandover Village. Okay, the soundtrack is the same in both. Kind of.
True.
So you go to Geyser Rock and you do some quests and you get some power cells and you jump and you hit some mannequins and you teleport back into.
You learn
village.
about the different kinds of ecos.
Yes. So there's what type of ecos are there, Voodoo?
It's a very good question. As a matter of fact, as a scholar of all things Jak and Daxter, there's green eco.
This green eco is the life force
of everything.
Of lurkers that you murder and then suck.
Correctly.
Yeah.
There's blue eco, which helps make you faster. It's energy.
It's Sonic mode, yes.
Yes. Then you have red eco,
which is
strength.
It's
It just bolsters your strength and makes you hit twice as hard.
It's I'm trying to figure out Dragon Ball terms for it.
That's fine.
It's
Senzu beans.
No, that heals you. That would be the green eco.
Oh yeah.
Senzu beans is the only thing you know.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
It makes you go Super Saiyan, okay?
Listen,
it just makes you punch hard.
All I know is that I get lost. If I get lost in Juarez, I'm in trouble.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z. I don't know anything.
Why does that have to do with Juarez?
Because the cartels love Dragon Ball Z.
Where did this come from? So you've got, and then you've got yellow eco.
Yes, which is fire.
Which is, no.
It's fire.
No.
It allows
yellow
you to shoot fire.
eco allows you to shoot energy balls like Dragon Ball Z.
Everything is Dragon Ball Z.
And Jack has permanent Super Saiyan hair on.
He does.
So you learn about all the eco modes, and then you know that dark eco just kills you immediately.
Or turns you into a ferret.
Or there's like a 50-50 chance you either die or you get turned into a ferret.
No, it's pretty miraculous that Daxter didn't die.
It's a 50-50 chance. You never know. All the ferrets in the world
turned it. That's where all the dark eco went. There used to be more humans.
Supra evolution.
There used to be more humans, but we used up all the dark eco.
Have you ever looked outside your window and seen a bird? Or a squirrel? Maybe even a ferret? Those were your neighbors.
Oh, snap.
Turned into dark eco animals.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
My neighbors, I hated them.
So you do quests for the villagers.
You do quests. You have
Is
to go.
one of them the mayor and your uncle, or are those two different people?
Those are two different people. Your uncle actually is like the stereotypical British explorer.
Yeah.
He even has a monocle and the mutton chops that connect to like a...
Sirrah.
And he's like, Jack, my boy.
Jack, my boy.
I was going to on an adventure when I seem to have misplaced some Precursor eggs. Well, Precursor orbs. That friend of yours, Daxter, that miserably ugly fellow. Daxter's right there. He's right there. To be honest, he wasn't the most appealing looking.
He had buck teeth.
He had
and that
buck
makes
teeth.
you inherently evil and ugly.
Absolutely. And he was redheaded.
So it seems... And
the world had stacked all the cards against Daxter.
Liver cirrhosis.
He did. He was yellow. He was like cirrhosis liver kind of.
Yeah, he was a bilirubin. I don't know if that's what it's called. Bilirubin?
That's in Spanish, bilirubina.
Yeah, there's a corrido song about that. Me sube la bilirrubina.
Oh, really? Serious?
Yeah. It's about a guy who keeps drinking a
Man,
lot.
those guys are so unserious.
So that happens.
It's the mayor who wants to secure his re-election by turning on the blue eco vents that are going from the temple in the forbidden jungle.
There's a temple.
Forbidden.
We'll get there. There's a temple in the forbidden jungle, and it's got mirrors, and you can see it from far away. When he says north, far to the north, you can actually see the temple mirror.
You can actually see the temple. Then you can see very through the fog. You can kind of see
the mountains.
The mountains of the Blue Sages village.
The Blue Sage.
Yes.
That's Rock Village.
Yes.
And it's called Rock Village because it's covered in water. That's why it's the Blue Sage's home.
It's also being bombarded by a lurker that's massively grown. Anyway, you have to get to the jungle.
Yeah.
You have to get to the jungle.
So we go... No, wait. You have to... First, you go to the Sentinel Beach.
Yes, you go to
Sentinel Beach and you punch some logs up.
Yes.
And then you meet a giant pelican that eats a power cell.
And you have to go beat up the pelican swim to the power cell.
Yeah, before it comes back and eats it again. For you.
And throughout the entire time, there's a section of Sentinel Beach where you're being bombarded by a cannon.
Yeah.
And when you turn on the blue eco, you can actually jump.
You jump up to get down
on jump pads that help you get to the cannon.
It's so sick. The jump pad
is so sick. And then you kill the lurkers blowing things up.
And then you can use
the cannon.
And then you just blow lurkers, their family and children.
Yes.
And metal containers that hold
Precursor cells.
Precursor orbs.
Yes.
And you also chase some seagulls from ancient Aztec temple to ancient Aztec temple.
Yes.
And then for some reason, there's just a power cell there.
Yes. And when you spook the seagulls last time, they cause an avalanche. Daxter says avalanche. It's a rock slide.
Yes.
Because he's dumb like that. Because he's stupid.
Because he's stupid.
He's stupid. He's the reason they went to Misty Island. Misty Island to begin with.
Yeah.
So obviously not the smartest elf.
Are they elves?
Yeah, they're elves.
Is that canon? Is there straight up elves?
They just called elves. Like, there's no actual name for their species, so, because they have pointy ears. It's just elf.
Is this fake news?
No.
Are you misinforming
I'm being
me?
very serious right now.
Where on the book does it say that?
Page 3.
Okay,
Where in the book? Page 7.
So after Sentinel Beach,
I'm gonna say different page every time.
You punch the green eco harvesters.
Well, they're blocked up because the lurkers are like, oh, well, we're going to just
the lurkers
put a rock
are
over
actual,
here. And there's a power slide underneath one of the rocks.
So the lurkers are, in my opinion, saving the environment because Big Samos is harvesting the life force of the planet.
No.
He is siphoning life energy from our planet.
These guys are blocking up river wells so that no water can get out, basically.
No.
Yes.
Samos has diverted the river
as
to
a proud member of Big Pharma.
Macro farms, right? And then the lurkers.
He has a giant carnivorous plant in his house.
Exactly. That's
Where
bad
is
guy
the energy coming
That's
from?
bad guy behavior. So look, the lurkers are the natives, and then the elves showed up and murdered them all, and now they're claiming they're colonists. That's all I'm saying. You're the bad guys the whole time.
Okay.
Anyway, so you go to the secret jungle, Forbidden Jungle, and it's got tentacles everywhere.
Yeah.
Spiky tentacles.
Don't forget,
not
while
the fun
on the beach,
yes,
you have to knock over an egg.
Oh yeah, an egg. There's a bird.
The flut egg. Yeah.
There's a bird there, bird watcher,
bird lady,
who has a bird hat.
Yes.
And
a flut hat.
You punch the egg, ginormous egg.
Absolutely. Whatever beast laid that egg is huge.
It makes you wonder how big the flut will get in the future.
I am terrified to think about that, so let's just move on.
Yeah, so you punch it, and an egg, from the egg, a flut, which is a giant bird, comes out.
And it's already like imprinting on Daxter.
And it has a saddle.
No. When it comes out
it was born with a saddle.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It was
basically
born to serve. And then it thinks Daxter is its mama, right?
Yeah, and he's not happy with that.
I mean, that's why you don't punch eggs.
Exactly.
You don't find wild eggs in the nature and you just start punching them.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
You might get a giant bird that thinks you're
now this egg, this bird is going to be a dutiful companion that will help us all throughout.
Twice in the game.
All throughout the game.
All throughout, twice in the game.
And then you go to this forbidden jungle where
at last you arrive at the forbidden jungle.
Tentacles with spikes on them, but they don't die because hinting at a much bigger bad guy.
Yes.
Hinting at a bigger bad guy.
It's vines.
So you go through the jungle and there's some jumping puzzles, there's some snakes that drop down, some comically Disney boa constrictor snakes. Type from what is that one? The Jungle Book type snakes.
Right? I can't remember the name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So you kill those snakes and absorb their life force.
Yes.
And then
there's also carnivorous fish.
Oh yeah.
In the little river. Then there's the fisherman.
Yeah.
Who wants 200 pounds of fish, even though in the game it says kilos.
Yeah, you're just overpaying because you're a European. Oh, we played the European version. That's probably why. It had the English voice actor. Yeah. So you give the man fish, and he gives you a power cell because.
And he lets us use the boat. The boat to get back on Misty
Island. But we go after jungle. Let's keep this.
Okay, fine. We'll
keep this steady.
Yeah.
So you go through the jungle, killing the native fauna and flora. Yeah. And you reactivate the sort of like electricity mirrors to power up the mayor's windmill so that he can
the lurkers
be
have a
reelected.
Machine there that's like harvesting the blue eco. And they have like this, I don't know what it does exactly. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Just like moving because of the energy of the blue eco. Probably like some kind
steps.
of, like,
baby steps.
Yeah.
They got the energy. They just don't know what to do with it.
They just don't know what to do with it. So you redirect it and you point the beam back at the mill. Yes. Yeah. That the mayor has.
They have infinite electricity.
Basically.
Then they choose to power a windmill so that the mayor can be the coolest dude in town.
Basically. And he gives you a power cell for your work.
There's also an artist who has a muse, and the muse is like a little animal.
It's a neat little creature.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
sick.
thinking Sugar Glider, but on coke. Okay.
On meth. It's a sugar glider on meth. It's violent, vile, and evil.
Fair enough.
As all things elf-like. Then you climb up. There's on the Forbidden Jungle. There's like a Precursor temple. You go up it by doing puzzle jumps.
You go into the temple.
Yeah.
And then
from
when
the
you're
top, right?
Yeah, from the inside of the temple, you get to progress on to the final boss fight.
So the final boss is a giant plant.
Yes.
And you have to punch it on its head
3 times.
when it gives you convenient leave platforms for you to jump up and punch it on its head.
This is
and
a
then
children's game.
when it dies, you have to keep jumping on its head in a cruel, ritualistic, barbaric manner.
Absolutely.
As it keeps giving you orbs.
Yes, and if you do it enough times, it gives you a power cell.
Why?
Because.
What do you mean because? Where did it get the orbs?
I probably ate them.
Anyway, we go to Misty Island.
Yes, we go to Misty Island. The artist, stonemason technically, wants his muse back.
Yes.
Because he's like, I don't know, I can't make anything, bruh, sort of thing.
Yeah, I need my muse, bro.
Like he sees Daxter and he's like, little buddy.
It's my muse.
I thought you were my muse.
I thought you were cool, dude.
Yeah, basically.
What a buzzkill. So anyway,
you have to go find the muse, and then you discover that they've like progressed quite a lot in the terms of invading Misty, like the invasion. They have
what invasion?
They're trying to invade the Sandover village. Maya said so. Pug. It's been so many years.
I may have been distracted when Maya was talking.
Yeah, no, I honestly can't blame you. She has a way with words.
Yeah, 2 ways with words. Very
good ways with words.
Very plump way with words.
No.
So we keep going in Misty Island.
We keep going.
We murder the natives.
Yes. Well, yes.
The Misty Island is called Misty Island
bomber
because
dirigibles.
Yeah.
That you have to take out with the zoomer.
Yeah,
the zoomer works, but it needs a force field.
Yeah, because it can't run on hot lava.
It can't go on the surface of the
hot lava.
Yeah, the volcano canyon. Ooh.
Yeah. So you kill the natives and their technology, their primitive technology.
Yes.
And you steal their power cells.
You steal as many power cells as you can. They're also trying to open up the great silo of Dark Eco.
Yeah.
With gunpowder.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have a battle arena.
Yes.
That was probably one of the fun, more
that was fun. There's red eco there.
Yeah, and it powers you up and you can punch a lot. And it gives your punches like AoE effects as well.
Yeah, you can kill a lot of lurkers with a single punch.
You murder a lot of people.
If you press circle, you press circle, you can do a spinny kick and you kill even more lurkers.
Yeah. So after you come back from Misty Island.
Yes, with as many power cells as you can.
And with the
muse.
And with the muse, you can talk to Keira Knightley, and she will give you a hover bike with a force field at the bottom.
No, she asks you to meet her at the entrance of Volcano Canyon.
Yeah, because she's got a bike.
Because she's like, there's a teleporter thing there.
Because you've been a good boy, and she's gonna give you a bike.
She's gonna give you a bike.
Yeah, for Christmas.
And then you have to get through Volcano Canyon.
So you get through Volcano Canyon, and you have to punch through like cool air balloons, right? Yeah. To cool down your bike, as one is wont to do. And then you reach the other end and you pop out in
Stone Village.
Rock Village.
Yeah, same thing.
Rock Village, which is
one of my favorite levels in gaming.
Which is home to the Blue Sage, but he's not home.
He's not home, and as a matter of fact, his house is made of mess.
And I think one of the first people you meet there is actually one of the oracles, one of the Precursor oracles.
Well, there's also a Precursor oracle in Sandover Village.
Yeah, but you come in, right, and you have to walk through a little like cliffside thing, and there's like a Precursor oracle there.
Well, first what you hear is basically the sound of the Precursor oracle being there.
Oh yeah,
because it generates like this passive sound,
so that you know where it is.
Yeah.
So what are oracles?
Oracles, from what we learn later in the story, of the games in general, are just, we think at first, it's the residual wisdom of the Precursors.
Right.
Turns out no.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just like a speaker. Like if I put this microphone and then you connect it to a speaker and you leave me there for 1,000 years, somebody at some point is going to start worshiping the speaker, thinking that it's a god.
So is there an actual precursor there?
Speaking through a microphone, yes.
From somewhere else?
From somewhere else.
So they're...
The center of the planet.
Which we all know is filled with cheese.
Which we all know is filled with precursor cheese.
Okay, sorry. My bad. I didn't want to spread misinformation.
Okay. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So we get there and there's a dude wearing a barrel because he lost it all gambling.
He lost it all gambling. He lost it all by betting that the adventurer that's
right next to him would actually defeat
the guy.
What was it? Rocklaw, right?
Yeah,
Rocklaw.
He bet all his savings, everything. He was like, I bet my pants. A terrible decision because the guy got pummeled hard.
Yeah. It's just a dude with a knight's armor and a sword. That's it. And
he's got the smallest legs. Like that guy is
training.
Arm day every day. He's arm day and chest day, no leg day.
Chest day. He's wearing full suit of armor, and he got beat.
He got beat hard.
What was he trying to do? Fight a giant lava monster with a sword. You need to have eco, brother.
Exactly.
So
which turns out you need a special gift to be able to channel, and Jak has it.
Jak has everything because he's the chosen one.
Exactly. That's why I associate so much with him. It was like, man, he's the chosen one. He's cool. I want to be like him.
There are two very interesting levels in this place. One of them being the Zoomer sort of level where you have to do time trials and you have to heal purple plants.
Yeah, you have to heal the purple plants. That felt good.
Right, and then you get some stuff there, and then there's the one you have to get to, which is like a Precursor Atlantis, right?
Yes.
You have to jump through some platforms.
So much to do in Precursor Atlantis.
Okay, so...
It's the sunken city.
Here's what I remember about the sunken city.
Yes.
Slide.
Yes.
You slide down a giant slide.
Vast amount of slide.
You can normally not break the metal containers.
Normally not, but because
you're sliding, your face has gained enough strength
and momentum
that you can just punch through it. Pummel right through it.
Like your face turns into tungsten.
Perfect.
Scientifically proven.
Then there are pools of water that become electrified.
Yes.
And
they glow orange. They glow like a yellow-green.
Yellow. Yeah. You get
yellow-green, which, as everybody knows in life, like real life, when water glows yellow-green, it's electrified.
Yes, of course.
If it's not yellow-green, it's not electrified.
That's why you know Mountain Dew.
That's
electrified.
why you know absolute electrifying drink. Yeah.
Exactly. Gatorade yellow.
Electrified drink. Gatorade blue. Ice.
It's science.
Like light blue ice.
It's science. We don't make the rules.
Absolutely not.
And Gatorade deep blue, that color, straight up water.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it looks like.
That's what water is.
Anyway, so there's like a jumping puzzle where you have to activate platforms and never jump on the same one twice.
Yeah, you have to activate as many platforms as you can to get through. And if you activate the correct ones, like all of the ones until there's like no more, you get a power cell.
Sick.
And there's a little dragon flying around that turns into like a pufferfish.
It seems like you're smoking something, but it's true.
I know it's true.
Okay, and then there's...
Every year, at least once a year, I watch a playthrough, no commentary, of all the Jak and Daxter games.
On God's green earth, there's the giant spiral staircase platform adventure while you're being flooded with dark eco comes from?
After the slide.
After the slide.
There's the first slide, which basically teaches you, slide.
Yeah.
And then you do some things on that level.
Yeah.
And then the second slide has more complicated things like heated coils and everything. So you have to jump over it.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end of the second slide, and you land on the big dark eco button. It's kind of like...
You hit the big button?
Yeah, you hit the big button.
And you have to start running
up.
Because you're going to flood the entire place with dark eco.
Well, you're going to flood the tube.
You're going to flood the entire underwater city.
Underwater tube.
With dark eco.
Sure.
And we don't know if it's going to leak out.
We do.
We do not know. Jak just caused some of the worst climate destruction.
And they say Gall and Maya are the bad guys.
That's what I'm saying. Who's caused more dark eco calamities?
Daxter.
Yeah, well, both of them. Right, so you get out.
Which, by the way, the entire time...
What was the whole point of doing everything and not fighting Rockwall directly?
What do you mean not fighting Rockwell?
There was like something preventing us from getting there.
the machine that the Blue Sage built to move the giant rock. Rockwell put Rockclaw put in the way.
We moved.
He was kidnapped before he could finish powering the machine.
The rocks.
You hold the rock overhead,
right? And then you can go through and fight the bad guy. And the bad guy is a giant monster with one big arm.
Yes.
One big arm.
He's not very smart.
No, because you drop...
the way you defeat him is
you hit him while he's holding a...
Yellow Echo
while he's got a stone up on his head and it hits his head.
And he smacks his head really hard.
Yeah.
Like, he can dive into lava.
Yeah.
Which for me, it's like, man... Stop destroying this city. Just make a business out of mining deep lava things.
See, but he's being manipulated by Golem Maya.
It's true.
He doesn't know better.
He's like a super vat-grown version of the Lurker.
Steroid baby.
Absolutely.
So you push through and you punch the guy and he dies.
Yeah.
Moving
and then you
on.
have to
and then there's like a giant pathway of green hills and grass, and you have to fight little diaper babies that are flying on little balloons, I think.
No, it's like little gyroscopes.
Oh yeah, little gyroscopes, little helicopter blades.
Yeah,
helicopter diaper babies.
With the
diaper babies.
Bicycles. They power them.
They power them. They're babies, pink babies, wearing diapers.
Babies.
Riding on helicopter bicycles.
And they're trying to get to the very end of the canyon.
They invented helicopter bicycles.
No.
And they're babies.
No.
And you murder them.
No, Kira invented helicopter bicycles.
You murder them. You murder babies in this game. Jak and Daxter, you murder babies. The Precursor's legacy, murdering babies. So you go through the canyon and there's like some...
Do you condemn the actions of Jak and Daxter?
So there's mine shafts and cool jumps and explosives, and it's pretty sick. And you get through, and where do you end up? You end up in Red Sage.
You end up in the caldera of a volcano, which is the Red Sage's house.
And he's the Red Sage because there's a swamp.
Because there's what?
As we all know, mono red, the land type is swamp.
No, it's not.
Yeah, mono red.
No.
Swamp.
No.
As we all know,
mountains.
Mono red is swamp.
Lord, I can't even believe that you're managing to get me to confess to having played Magic the Gathering.
No.
I had one of the best decks out there. Very thematic.
I'm teasing you.
Very thematic.
Moving on.
I still have the record for the most damage done.
We go to fight. Go to the red.
We go to the mines.
And
there's three things. There's three places to go. Three
places to go. There's the snow mountain.
There's the snow mountain.
There's the mine.
There's the mines. And then there's the
swamp.
The miner duo.
There's the swamp.
The swamp is in Rock Village, Stone Village, and you completely missed it. But because we're at the Red Sage already.
Wait, how did we miss it? It must be not important because nothing happens there.
Well, the flood happens there.
Oh yeah, the flood happens, and some cool puzzle jumps.
Some very cool puzzle jumps and rats.
Oh yeah, there's like a whole shooting gallery where you have to shoot rats.
Yes, and you're trying to get the hippo bear back to its owner.
And you're trying to save hillbillies.
Yeah, the hillbillies hippo bear.
The hillbillies.
Yes, the
living
hillbillies
in the swamps.
So there's rats all over the place.
Yeah, anyway, who cares about the swamp? Drain the swamp.
Absolutely.
Drain the swamp.
Okay. Anyway.
So you're in the mines. You're in the mines, and you meet some miners who are still working.
Yes, they found the biggest diamond ever.
Yeah, and they're struggling to get it out.
They're struggling really hard
to get it out. So he's willing to give you a precursor cell in exchange for orbs, right?
Yes. Because they need money.
They need money to
buy more explosives
at the diamond.
Yes.
So that the diamond can be loosened free. And actually, the mine is one of the scariest places there is. There's little monsters.
It's just full of dark eco.
It's full of dark eco. There's monsters everywhere. There's
giant
spiders.
Centipedes.
Giant centipedes.
Spiders that shoot dark eco at you.
It's gnarly, dude.
No, it's the centipedes that shoot dark eco.
The spiders are just creepy. And for a little kid, it's a terrifying place to go.
Yeah.
Then the mountains, though, on the other hand.
Well, in the mine... You find that there is a giant precursor robot hidden away.
Oh,
that
yeah.
they're mining, that they're trying to excavate out.
Right.
They end up managing to
That
excavate.
has nothing to do with the rest of the game.
Absolutely not. Nothing to do at all. Nothing.
So in the mountains, we learn...
putting these images of what happens in the game.
We learn
That's
about...
not true. It's AI.
We learn about the lurkers. Lurkers having evolved to adapt to their environment. You find white lurkers and you murder them just as you would the purple.
Snow lurkers.
That's racist and you know it.
Listen, you
can't use those terms.
Snow lurkers are trying to make a living as best way they can.
Jumping out of the snow and trying to kill passerbys.
Yes.
What we know is that big snow make you slow.
Yes.
You meet Flute again.
Yes.
In one of the caves.
Technically one of the jumping puzzle pieces.
It's like a secret jumping puzzle cave.
Yes. Well, not so secret because you need the precursor, the power cell for it.
Oh, yeah. But it's technically...
There's 102 power cells in the game. There's 102.
What?
Yes.
I thought there was only 100.
No, there's 102, but you need 100 out of 100 for the big secret.
Oh yeah, the big secret is just giant door.
Yes.
Just giant door.
It's just plot point for the second game.
Well, that's in the second game.
Yeah.
In the first game, it's just a giant glowing door.
This is correct.
It just glow you. That's it.
Well, technically all the characters are like Jack, says... Kira's like, I've never seen anything so pretty.
Oh, Kira Knightley goes, I've never seen anything so pretty.
And then I'm gonna ignore that. And then Samus is like, it's beautiful. And even Daxter is like silent about it. He's like, he's a wisecracking jerk.
He's
all this adventure is his fault. All he had to do was stay home and do his homework.
So we finish the mountains
and do your homework,
and we murder everybody there too.
Yes,
we absorb their life force.
Yes, they're trying to.
What's the whole point of going to the mountains?
Power cells.
No, why are there lurkers there? Did they just
because there is dark eco stored in the ice, and they're also trying to shut up the.
There's a lot of dark eco in the world.
Listen, it's like I'm fairly sure that dark eco is basically like nuclear waste.
Mm-hmm.
Of the precursors. So they made things, and then the residual and leftovers is just dark eco.
Right.
So, and now crazy part, entirely unrelated, you can recycle nuclear waste into more nuclear energy. And we're doing that nowadays.
So can you recycle dark eco into...
I assume so.
Precursors? Just like Daxter?
Seems like it.
You have to throw people in to recycle?
I guess.
Because there's like a sort of efficiency
like
rate,
just
right?
throw
It's
people,
not very efficient, but if you can get precursors back...
Throw people into the nuclear waste and you get more nuclear energy.
Perfect.
That's how that works.
That's how it works.
Absolutely. Kids, jump into your local nuclear pool.
So you defeat all the bad guys.
In the nuclear facilities,
and
there's a pool of water that glows blue. Don't go too deep.
To the yellow sages.
There we go. Yes.
And you get to the yellow sage.
Which get to his place.
He lives in like a precursor temple, right?
He lives in a precursor temple which has been taken over.
He's the drippiest dude. He's got the nicest place.
He has really nice
The biggest home.
Because it's been taken over by Golem Maya.
Oh yeah, all the sages are there, even Samus.
Samus was
everybody's been kidnapped.
Well, you know that he's been kidnapped when you get through the pathways of the volcano.
Yeah.
With your Zoomer that you need to power up because it's just directly volcano.
Right.
So it's even hotter now.
Oh yeah, and there's like some cool mine shaft sort of like puzzle jumps.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Pretty fun.
So there's color puzzles now at the Precursor Temple.
Yes, you have to.
Platforms that drop down, rotating platforms. You have to spin jump.
You have to free all the sages.
Yes.
So they knock down the shield that's protecting the definitely real, not fake Precursor robot.
The Precursor mech suit.
The Precursor mech suit that Gol and Maya are like, we're going to use this to open up the silos. It's the silos at the top of the world. Like, these things are full of dark eco.
Yeah. Makes me wonder what the Precursors were doing with it.
I'm thinking it's literally just like nuclear waste.
It's like poop.
Basically.
Precursor poop.
Yeah, why not?
They just kept storing it. Storing it.
Instead of recycling it and filtering it back into the land.
Look, when your poop is radioactive, there's not much you can do with it.
True enough.
So they you fight them, and then as you're fighting them,
you unlock the fifth
element.
No, wait. Dark eco, blue, red, yellow, green. The sixth element. Yes.
The sixth element, which we all know is love.
Yes. White.
Gravity.
Eco.
Gravity.
You unlock white power.
You unlock white power. So
with the power, with white power.
White eco is another one of those things.
It's an amalgam of all the ecos except
But
black.
is it though? Or is it the purest form of eco?
No, it's a mix of everything.
Is it though?
Yes.
Or is it the purest form of eco?
No, it's a mix of
where
everything.
the rest of the colors come from?
No.
Because the precursors in Jak 3, they have power, they have like fonts of white eco.
Yeah.
They don't have fonts of blue.
But it's also the future.
They don't, it's the past.
The future.
No, the precursor places are the past.
No, it's the future.
It's in the future, but the precursors lived in the past.
Yes.
So they have white eco.
Well, of course they do.
Yeah. They don't have blue.
The problem
They don't have blue fonts or green fonts or anything. They have, and you can heal with white eco.
Yes.
Which is green eco's job.
Exactly.
And you can slow down time.
That's why I said
which
that
perceptually is you going really fast, which is blue eco.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that my point is proven.
Look, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying my point is proven.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
So you gain white power, and then you shoot a really powerful beam of white privilege directly at Black, Gol, and Maya.
Yeah.
Dark Eco Sages.
Dark Eco Sages. So their
and one of the greatest tragedies. No, it doesn't explode. It falls into the vat.
No, it explodes, and then the head lands in the vat of Dark Eco.
That's where they're at.
Yes.
And they get flooded with Dark Eco. Which, as we all know, either turns you into more Dark Eco poop or into a precursor.
Yep. Now the question is, what happens to them? As far as we know, they stay there.
It's suspected that they're dead. Suspected.
I think that they're dead.
It's not confirmed. The wiki says it's not confirmed. I haven't checked the wiki, but I can check the wiki. I won't.
Yeah, we're not going to.
So that's the story of Jak and Daxter. And then it ends, and then you have all the power cells, and then you
go unlock the big door.
Sit down and look at the big door, and that's it. And nothing happens.
And then there's Jak 2,
nothing happens.
Which is going to probably never be made.
Renegade?
Yes.
Renegade Master. D4 damage. Power for the people. Anyway, nothing else happens, and that's the story of Jak and Daxter. The precursors
that used to say, that's the story Morning Glory, which is a type of flower.
It's also a song by Oasis.
Never heard
That's the story Morning Glory. And our dad liked Oasis. May they rest in peace.
Oh, what happened?
They split up, and then they got back together.
Oh.
For money.
I don't care.
I think they're going to split up again.
Probably.
Anyway, so...
My Chemical Romance.
That's the story of Jak and Daxter from memory.
Basically. The Precursor legacy.
Next up, we're going to be talking about a new game.
Metal Gear Solid 3?
Metal Gear Solid 3.
I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3.
But you already know the story.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched all the the summarizing videos of all the Metal Gear games. I prefer Metal Gear Revengeance.
Rising Revengeance?
Yes.
Metal Gear Rising.
Yes.
Revengeance. Yeah, so next time we're going to be playing, I'm just going to be retelling Metal Gear Solid 3, which is a game I never finished as a child, and I had to finish recently. I never finished as a child. I got stuck in the zombie level.
Shout out to emulators, by the way.
Oh yeah, big shout out emulators.
Absolutely.
Then they came out with they came out with the classic collection, which I have on PC, so I can actually just.
But they don't have that for Jak and Daxter.
No, they don't, because Naughty Dog is never gonna make anything out of it.
Yeah.
No remakes. No remasters.
No remakes.
No PC port.
I'll be the one talking about things for Jak 2.
No, you're gonna be here for Metal Gear Solid 3.
Age of Mythology.
There is no...
There is a campaign for Age of Mythology. I've
never played it.
I have. I'll tell you about it.
So
after I watch all the videos about it.
Acheron summons the powers of Atlantis.
Summons the powers of Kronos to unmake Samus's hut.
Oh my gosh. I should have known.
I should have seen this coming.
Well, thank you everybody for showing up. As always, I appreciate every single one of you, and have a great day.
Bye.